Hi, I'm Wendy Poulsen. I'm going to be talking to you today about the new AI. The reason I call it the new AI is because in my team, I have scientists who have chemistry backgrounds, biology backgrounds, data science backgrounds, as well as engineering. And almost on a daily basis, we interchange these acronyms, the old AI being active ingredient, and the new AI being artificial intelligence. More and more in our world, we need both. We're using the new AI to evolve and accelerate the products that we're developing at Bayer CropScience, bringing more high performance, more sustainability, and what we call tailored solutions for farmers. I'll talk more about what these things are in a minute. First, a quick introduction of Bayer CropScience. So we're first and foremost an agricultural company, but I would say the world's leading agricultural company across many product segments and geographies. We are we have some of the best seeds, biotech traits, and of course, crop protection products. We have locations globally around the world and are super invested in creating new innovations for farmers, and even more increasingly, focusing on new standards in sustainability and leading in digital transformation. And what I mean by digital transformation is not just how we're working on the inside, but also how we're developing products for our customers and consumers and society. You all know this. Digital and artificial intelligence are really changing how we do everything today in our personal lives. It changes how we shop, how we bank, it changes where we get our news. You name it, digital and artificial intelligence have impacted everything that we're doing. Similarly, it's creating a similar impact in agriculture. Agriculture has always been a big generator of data. Farmers use data every year to plan out what seeds they're going to use, what crop protection products they're going to use. But increasingly, data science and artificial intelligence actually allow us to bring all of that data together and use it in an even better way. I'm going to give you a few examples next that show how we're using artificial intelligence and digital solutions to really make an impact in three key areas. The first is it's really changing the pace of innovation and how our products are developed, but it also is changing the probability of success for those products. Secondly, I'm going to talk about how it's improving sustainability and accessibility, especially for smallholder farmers. And third, how it's creating a new experience and value for some of our larger farmers and consumers. In this first example, around improving the pace of innovation and probability of success, we're using sensors and machine learning to reduce the measurement variability and increase the speed of which we can make decisions around which products to advance. In this little video that you'll see here, we have two different types of systems that are in the field. The first is a tractor that has a sensor mounted to it on the front side of it, and it's driving through the field, collecting raw data as it moves through the field. The second is this unmanned aerial system, also known as a drone, that actually has a sensor attached to it as well. As it flies through the field, it is also collecting raw data. This data is helping us better understand how our products are performing in the field. It helps us reduce variability in the error-prone measures that we get from doing this manually, and it helps us start to see things that we couldn't see before because many of these sensors actually provide information that can't be seen with a human eye. Once we get that data from tractors or from the drone, we take those raw measurements and using machine learning and computer vision, both kind of techniques within the artificial intelligence umbrella, we're using these models to then develop actual measurements that can then be consumed by statistical and analytical models. This then helps us remove some of the subjective and error-prone ratings and actually moves us forward faster to be able to make new decisions with this data. In the next example around improving sustainability, we're using what you'll see here in this video, a special beehive. It's not a regular beehive, and what is different about it is it has special sensors that can allow you to hear and visualize the bee activity that's going on in the hive. What we're doing with this is we need to ensure that the products that we're developing do no harm to bees or other pollinators. It's not only good for society, it is part of the registration requirement for new crop protection products. What this beehive then does is replace what was previously a beekeeper would then traditionally, when we would spray in the field, they would monitor the bee activity and look for any signs of distress or things that were reducing the activity of the bees. With these new sensors and this audio capability, we can now have a much more precise measurement of the impact that we'll have on bee health parameters and be able to model the bee health assessment in a much more precise way. So with these new methods, we're improving the sustainability of our products in a much more precise way. In this next example around improving sustainability and accessibility, you'll see we're developing new methods of applying weed control products. Today, most weed control products are put on the field with a broadcast spray, either from a backpack or a tractor sprayer. And it's just blanketed crop protection product across the field. In the new world, we're actually going to use, and we are using, sensors and detection algorithms to detect and identify specific weeds that we would like to control, and then only applying that crop protection product where it's needed. We call this see and spray. And in the future, instead of that broadcast spray going across the whole entire field, you get a much more precise robotic spray on that field. The benefits of this is it increases, first of all, the safety of the sprayer, especially the backpack sprayers, which we often see a lot of backpack sprays with smallholder farmers. So this is really improving the accessibility and safety of our products for smallholders. It also puts less compound on the field. So from that perspective, we can be more environmentally sustainable. We can also better manage resistance to our products, which allows the products to have a much longer life before they're no longer useful against particular weeds. This also allows us to consider and think about new modes of action that we weren't able to think about previously. There's some products that we would develop that really were too expensive if you were going to put them down on the field in a broadcast kind of way. But if we only need to apply specifically to areas of the target, we can consider some new modes of action and some new chemistries that we couldn't consider before, either because of the cost or in some cases the level of residue that was left in the field if you did a kind of broadcast spray. So this is a nice example of improving sustainability as well as accessibility in the future. This next example is not so much artificial intelligence or robotics, but really just creating digital solutions that allow us to have more accessibility to smaller holder farmers. At Bayer CropScience, we have a goal to empower over 100 million smallholder farmers by 2030. And so we've spent a lot of time thinking about how can we reach each of those smallholder farmers, because there's so many of them. It's very difficult to get a sales force out to so many people or agronomic solution advisors out to the field. And so we created this digital application called FarmRise. It's really our first type of connection with those smallholder farmers. And what it does is it's a free application. If you have an Android phone, you can download it. And Android is a lot more accessible to people, in these developing countries. And what it offers farmers is agronomic information and advice. And it helps them inform and create decisions for them that can help reduce their costs. One of the really nice features of this product is it also lets the farmers kind of look around for better pricing or how they can sell their crop in the marketplace, so they can actually look and see where the going prices in different markets are for their products. And it's done in a way that it provides many different languages, so it can create a nice way for people to get connected with us. And finally, in this last example, this is kind of ultimately where we want it to increase value for the farmers, is really creating a new experience for them. So traditionally, our business has been selling a bag of seeds that then also have a biotech trait included, or a jug of crop protection product. What we're selling now and in the future is a product that is prescriptive and more of a tailored solution for farmers. So our product that we have in the marketplace is called Field View. The product's been in the market now for about 6 or 7 years, and it offers farmers and customers, first and foremost, where we started was data connectivity, so they could automatically receive data from their farm equipment and get it all in one place. So it helps them manage the equipment performance, but it also can help them identify issues in the field early on, even as early as planting. We also then provide a seed selection and prescription algorithm. And what that does is it uses all of our research and development data from Bayer CropScience, as well as specifics about their farm. What's the soil conditions in their farm? How many units of sun do they get on a daily basis, and really more accurately prescribe the right seeds for their particular field. It also then provides an in-season health advisor. So using satellite imagery and deep learning algorithms, we can identify problems in the field, and the farmer can do that without even visiting the field. They can really just simply look at these satellite images. It helps more pinpoint where they might have some issues and might need some additional focus. It also provides fertility and crop protection advice throughout the season, helps them understand when is the best timing to put different applications down, and then at the end of the season helps them really analyze the performance. So oftentimes they might be comparing different seed. They can look at different crop protection products and see what the performance of those products were. And so this is really, where we ultimately want to get to in terms of delivering those tailored solutions for farmers using artificial intelligence and digital methods. So I've given you several examples of how the new AI, or artificial intelligence, is evolving the product development at Bayer CropScience. Hopefully with this brief talk, you could see how artificial intelligence for us is improving the pace of innovation and the probability of success for our products, improving how we can deliver on sustainability and accessibility to smallholder farmers, as well as creating a new experience and value for our additional farmers and consumers. I know there are a lot of diverse perspectives out there, whether you're from academia, industry, regulatory, but at the end of the day, continued innovation is needed. And I believe artificial intelligence is another tool in the innovation toolbox that holds a lot of great promise for better products, better decisions, and better societal impact. I look forward to our panel discussion. Thank you, and have a good rest of your day.